The stadium lights burned brighter that night in Kansas City. The energy at Arrowhead wasn't just electric, it was cinematic. Fans packed shoulder to shoulder, a sea of red roaring with anticipation. It was week 80 of the NFL season, and the Kansas City Chiefs were facing the Washington Commanders. On paper, it was just another Sunday matchup, but by the time the clock hit zero, history, and maybe even a little bit of destiny, had been written. Because on that field, under that pressure, Travis Kelce did what only legends do. He scored his 100th career touchdown, and high above the field, in a private suite glimmering with red and gold, Taylor Swift stood, cheering like it was the grand finale of her own tour. In one instant, sport and superstardom collided, and the result was pure viral magic. When the ball left Patrick Mahomes' hand, you could feel it. The connection was vintage Mahomes to Kelce, the duo that's defined a dynasty. The ball spiraled through the cool October air. Kelce broke free from coverage, stretched his hands, and just like that, touchdown number 100. The crowd erupted, the scoreboard blazed. The stadium didn't just cheer, it shook. But what everyone remembers most wasn't the touchdown itself, it was the cutaway. Cameras snapped upward toward the luxury box where Taylor stood. She leapt from her seat, hands flying into the air, face lit with pride and disbelief. It wasn't polished, it wasn't posed, it was real. The biggest pop star on earth completely losing herself in a football game, celebrating the man she loves. And that authenticity turned a historic play into a pop culture earthquake. Taylor's outfit didn't go unnoticed either. A bright Chiefs red sweater, delicate gold hoops, perfectly undone curls. It was effortless, yet deliberate. She wasn't hiding from the cameras. She was there to celebrate, to participate. And for fans around the world, that felt personal. It was Taylor being human, girlfriend, supporter, fan, and for a woman used to controlling her image down to the frame, that unfiltered joy was something refreshing. When Kelce hit that end zone, the cameras caught something else too. That look. That split-second glance upward, a small but unmistakable acknowledgement. No words, no gestures, just that moment of connection between player and suite. Fans instantly caught on. Social media exploded. He looked right at her, one tweet read, "You can see it." And honestly, within just a few minutes, darn touchdown 100 and Harn Swiftsy were trending worldwide. It wasn't just about romance, it was about history. Because for an NFL tight end to reach 100 touchdowns, that's elite company. Territory shared only by the likes of Tony Gonzalez and Antonio Gates. It takes consistency, durability, and, well, pure dominance. Kelce has been the heart of Kansas City's offense for over a decade, and this touchdown, it really solidified him not just as a star, but as a legend. After the game, reporters swarmed him. "Travis, 100 touchdowns, what's going through your head?" "Feels pretty sweet. I'm just an old lucky dog still getting to do this." That line instantly went viral too, because that's Kelce, humble, charming, the kind of player who can make a record-breaking milestone feel like a backyard game. Meanwhile, Taylor left the stadium with the same relaxed grace that's become her signature. No wall of handlers, no staged PR photos, just laughter, a few waves to fans, and a quick hand squeeze for Kelce as they disappeared down the tunnel. It was the kind of moment that reminds you these are two of the most famous people on the planet, and somehow they still act like they're living in the real world. The internet, of course, went wild. Edits flooded TikTok within minutes. Slow motion clips of the touchdown, set to Taylor's "You Belong With Me." Others sync the play to style or wildest dreams, complete with sparkles, filters, and dramatic zooms. Someone even created a fan edit titled, "He Scored 100, and She Was There." Millions of views poured in overnight. The Chiefs' official post on Instagram, captioned simply 100, shattered engagement records. But the best part, Swifties and NFL fans teamed up in a way no one saw coming. 13 plus 87 equals 100, they joked. Taylor's favorite number combined with Kelce's jersey number. Some called it fate, others called it marketing magic, but for everyone watching, it was undeniable. The chemistry between them wasn't just romantic, it was historic. Let's be honest, it's rare to see celebrity relationships that don't feel staged. Most exist in a fog of PR teams, photographers, and, those anonymous sources. But what people love about Travis and Taylor is how natural it all feels. She doesn't act like a superstar when she's in the suite. She acts like someone genuinely invested in the game. And he doesn't act like he's dating a global icon, he acts like a guy proud to have someone cheering him on. That realness cuts through the noise. Even the commentators couldn't resist. Looks like Travis just scored in more ways than one. One joke, another laugh. He's catching passes, and hearts, tonight. The broadcast booth knew what the world was thinking. This wasn't just another Chiefs touchdown, it was a cultural milestone, wrapped in romance, sealed with a celebration dance that fans swore was a nod to Taylor's choreography. That little dance move, just a few seconds of rhythm near the goal line, was all fans needed to start dissecting. Side-by-side comparisons popped up online, showing Kelce's shuffle next to Taylor's Fate of Ophelia routine. Was it intentional? Who knows? But at this point, it didn't matter. The fans believed it, and that belief kept the story alive. Still, beneath all the sparkle and hype, there's a deeper layer. For Travis, this touchdown was more than a number, it was proof of endurance. Over 13 seasons in one of football's most punishing positions, he's faced injuries, fatigue, and pressure, and yet he's still here, catching passes like a kid at his first tryout. And for Taylor, it's about finding normalcy in a life that rarely allows it. Cheering in the stands, high-fiving strangers, it's as human as fame allows her to be. Together they represent something refreshing, a relationship not built on spectacle, but on support, not on exclusivity, but on shared joy. Whether it's Taylor dancing in the suite, or Travis showing up at her concerts, it feels balanced. They don't steal each other's spotlight, they share it. The next morning, headlines exploded across every major outlet. Taylor Swift cheers Travis Kelce's historic touchdown. Pop star meets playmaker, a touchdown for the ages. Even ESPN called the moment part sports history, part love story. And for once, everyone agreed. By Tuesday, the clip had over 40 million views. Memes, remixes, think pieces, everyone had something to say. But, amid all that noise, one truth stood tall. This was a real moment between two people who've somehow made the biggest stage in the world feel personal. The NFL even leaned in, releasing a montage titled 100 Reasons to Celebrate. It showed every one of Kelce's touchdowns, from his first in 2013 to this latest one, ending with Taylor's reaction in split screen. It wasn't just football anymore, it was folklore. And maybe that's why it hit so deeply, because it reminded fans that even amidst fame, money, and record-breaking achievements, joy is still the most powerful force in the world. Whether it's a sold-out tour or a 10-yard touchdown, it's really about having someone there who celebrates you like it's their own win. That's what truly matters. As the camera zoomed out on the field that night, Kelce walked toward the tunnel, his teammates patting his back, with the crowd still roaring. He took a moment, looked up one last time toward the suite, Taylor waved, and just like that, the night faded into legend. It wasn't just touchdown number 100, it was a story told in cheers, glances, and golden confetti. The perfect intersection of sport, celebrity, and something more timeless, love, in its loudest, proudest form. And as Taylor once sang, "This love is good, this love is bad, this love is alive, back from the dead." Maybe she wasn't talking about football then, but after this night, maybe she could have been, because, some touchdowns make history, others make hearts race, and, yeah, this one did both. So if you felt the roar of Arrowhead that night, or even just watched it from your couch, remember what you witnessed. You didn't just see a play, you saw a moment where sports met soul, where records met romance, and where one pass carried 1,000 emotions. And that's why this one won't fade away with the season. It'll live on every highlight reel, every fan edit, every whisper. Did you see that look? Between football fans and Swifties alike. If this story gave you chills, hit subscribe for more cinematic deep dives into the moments where fame meets real life, from the locker room to the spotlight, from the field to the front row. Drop a comment below. Was this the most iconic sports celebrity moment of the decade? Because after Travis Kelce's 100th touchdown and Taylor Swift's sweet side celebration, one thing's certain. History looks a lot more fun when love's part of the playbook.